Good evening to everyone. இது தமிழ் பொருளாதார மாநாடு. அதனால் தமிழில் பேசணும் அப்படின்ட்டு ஒரு மீட்டிங்லாம் தமிழில் பேசினேன். சம்பத் சொன்னாருங்க, எல்லாம் பல நாட்டிலேருந்து வந்திருக்காங்க, நான் தமிழில் பேசுகிறேன், இங்கிலீஷில் பேசுங்க சார் அப்படின்னாரு வேகமாக. அதனால் நான் ரெண்டுலேயும் பேசுகிறேன். இந்த மாநாட்டை வெகு சிறப்பாக நடத்தி கொண்டிருக்கின்ற சட்டக்கதிர் சம்பத் அவர்களுக்கு இது புதுசாக இது 10வது மாநாடு அப்படிங்கிறது. இந்த 30 வருட சட்டக்கதிர் வரலாற்றில் ஒரு போர்ஷன் இது. 30 ஆண்டுகளாக உயர்நீதிமன்றம் மற்றும் உச்சநீதிமன்றத்தின் தீர்ப்புகளை தமிழிலே மொழிபெயர்த்து சட்டக்கதிர் என்ற புத்தகத்தை வழக்கறிஞர்களுக்கும் மாணவர்களுக்கும் நீதிமன்றத்துக்கும் கொடுத்து கொடுக்கின்ற சம்பத் அவர்கள் ஒரு தனி மனிதனாக செய்து கொண்டு இருக்கின்ற ஒரு புரட்சி என்று சொல்லலாம். ஏனென்று சொன்னால் தமிழில் லா ஜேர்னல் கிடையாது. கோர்ட்டில் ஒரு லா ஜேர்னல் ஆரம்பித்தாங்க, தீர்ப்பு திரட்டு அப்படின்னு. அந்த தீர்ப்பு திரட்டு கொஞ்ச நாள் தான் வந்துச்சு. அதுக்கு பிறகு அது இருக்கணும் தெரியல. அதுக்கு ஒரு அறையெல்லாம் வச்சுருந்தாங்க சுப்ரீம் கோர்ட்டில், இது நம்ம ஹைகோர்ட்டில். அந்த அறையை இப்போ காணோம். இருந்தாலும் 30 ஆண்டுகளாக இந்த தமிழின் வளர்ச்சிக்காக சட்டக்கதிர் சம்பத் அவர்கள் இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை நடத்தி கொண்டிருக்கிறார். அவருக்கு இதில் ஒன்றும் பெரிய லாபம்லாம் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. தமிழ் உலகம் முழுவதும் போய் சேர வேண்டும், தமிழர்கள் பொருளாதாரத்தில் முன்னேறி வர வேண்டும் என்பது தவிர வேற ஒன்றும் அவருக்கு ஒரே பெரிய இதில் லாபம் இல்லை. அண்ணாச்சி அவர்கள், பிஜிபி சந்தோஷம் அவர்கள் இந்த ஆண்டு வரவேற்பு குழு தலைவராக இருந்து நடத்தி கொண்டு வருகிறார். அவர்களுக்கும் நம்முடைய வாழ்த்துக்கள். இந்த நிகழ்வில் என்னுடன் பேச இருக்கின்ற நண்பர் சரவணன் அவர்களும், மிஸ்டர் எம் ரவீந்திரன் அட்வொகேட் சிங்கப்பூர் அவர்கள், லாஸ்ட் இயரில் அவர் தான் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமுடைய இதாக இருந்தார். அப்புறம் டைனமிக் ஆதிலட்சுமி அவர்களும் நினைவு கூர்ந்து இந்த நிகழ்ச்சியை நான் ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன். 10 நிமிஷத்துக்குள்ள நான் முடிச்சிருவேன், கவலைப்பட வேணாம். இந்த டாபிக் என்னன்னா, rules, regulations and law in the formation of international business, international trade by the businessman. Rules and regulations are followed by law, law followed by rules and regulations. So when you start a business in a particular country, the first thing is you have to see the scope and law framed by the particular country. What are the rules and regulations framed by the particular country? Cover India, there will be a state law and central laws. The person who wanted to carry on business must get it registered under the state law as well as central laws. Similarly, when the person wanted to carry on business in foreign countries, they must get registered under the relevant provisions of the relevant countries, and the applicability of the country's law will prevail over the other laws. So the registration carrying on business in the particular country will be depending upon the country's laws and its regulations. The question of applicability of law can be divided into two categories. One is law of the country where the cause of action commences or where the dispute arises. The question of applicability of rule of evidence, whether the particular country's rule of evidence is applicable or the person who has started the business from another country is applicable. The application of law has already been settled, which is by calling this lex fori. Lex fori means the law of the country where the court is situated, where the forum is situated. The country's law will be controlled, governed by the particular dispute. Lex loci, the law of the land, where the cause of action arises. So therefore, the dispute is the very basis for all the business. So the cause of action and the applicability of law of the particular country has to be decided first. So for that, the Arbitration Act has been enunciated. We call it as UNCITRAL, International Agreement. Parties are given liberty to choose their center of arbitration, center of dispute. So in our country, people select Singapore and Dubai as a center for arbitration. So the arbitration has become a costly affair now. So these are all the dispute which would arise when you commence a business. This is the relating to the commencement of the business and the cause of action for the particular future litigation. Then what are the types of business will be carried on by a businessman? Carrying on business in their own country by manufacturing, production, distribution. The law of that country is applicable. There will be no difficulty for the person who carrying on business in that country. When a person wanted to carry on business, extend its business to foreign countries, there are various types. One is direct investment in foreign country, like other countries are directly investing in our country. Joint venture with foreign country business entrepreneurs, licensing, franchising. These are all various types of business which can be carried on in the international trade. So the dealer or a businessman who wanted to do direct business, direct investment in foreign country, or following any other system which has been permissible, have to follow various hurdles. And also there will be a lot of benefits. The cost of production will be depending upon the cost of manufacturing in a particular country. It starts with labor laws. The cost of labor, wages, wherever is less, people will go to the particular place or region and start the manufacturing activities or production. People are coming to Tamil Nadu, and people from Madras or Tamil Nadu will go to Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, and carrying on business. This all depending upon the wages which are prevailing in the particular places. So the major part of the expenses is wages. The machineries are imported from foreign countries and machineries are exported from the country of origin. Wherever exemptions are given by any particular country, incentives are given by a particular country, people will shift to that places to avail the benefit. Similarly, in our country, we have given a lot of benefits, legal tax exemptions. So that is why all the car companies are coming to Tamil Nadu because we give exemption for 5 years. So the capacity to produce or manufacture is depending upon the country's facilities given to the manufacturers. Then coming to the trade law of the dispute arising between the business people. Now instead of going to the domestic law or state law, people have started going to the arbitration by putting a arbitration class. So arbitration, though it is costlier, now it has become the order of the day. Therefore, any businessman have to select the place depending upon their convenience. People from Tamil Nadu selected the arbitration center in London. They go to London, award is passed in London. They will come here for getting an order of execution by a competent court because law permits they can execute anywhere. So all the international laws, agreements, conventions have to be enforced in a particular country where the local law permits that the agreement can be enforced in the particular country. Article 51 of the Indian Constitution and Article 253 of the Indian Constitution permits the legislative parliament to recognize what are the international trade and agreements, conventions can be approved by the parliament. Only those agreements, those legislative will be enforceable in the country of India. All other things cannot be enforced in the Indian courts. So that the person who carrying on business in the international level have to first ascertain the rules and regulations of the particular country, then get it registered, find out the modalities of cost of production, then enter into an agreement. That is a wise way of carrying on business. Then comes to payments of sale considerations. We had a Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. Now it has become a FEMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act. So the transfer of money involves various complications. Wherever the money is transferred without the permission of Reserve Bank of India, they have to be prosecuted under the FEMA Act. Similarly, in different countries, they have their own restrictions. Apart from that, the payment, the availability of the goods, whether the goods are exempted goods, restricted goods, or prohibited goods. The dealers are very much careful in dealing with those goods which are all permissible, exempted goods, and wherever restrictions are there, you must try to act within the purview of those restrictions. These are all basic features for a businessman who carrying on business in the international trade has to follow and to carry on business. I thank Mr. V.R. Sambath and the other organization for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.